What's up, guys? Tim Little, Matt Allen. Welcome back to TacticalBassin. It is Christmas Eve. You guys should not be watching a TacticalBassin video. We appreciate your guys' consistency and your dedication, but Christmas Eve, man, it's a time to be spinning with your family and friends. We got Christmas tomorrow. It's gonna be a good deal. So today's video, we just wanna share some of our favorite fish catches of 2018.
Guys, this was a unique year for us, to say the least, but we still got some great fishing in. So we sat back and thought about our 3 or 4 favorite catches from the year. Some of them are big fish, some of them were just unique. My first one is going to be a big smallmouth that I had the opportunity to catch back in May. That fish ate a crankbait, so we'll go ahead and run that footage for you.
That was awesome. Better explain that.
Hopefully you guys saw that. I had one follow my crank right up to the surface. I dropped it, he ate it out of the water, and I picked...
Net. Sorry, guys. Got it. You can finish telling your story.
Never mind. I got upstage.
Dude, big one. Open your mouth.
Nice fish. Awesome.
6? I think so. Let go of my finger. 654. That's awesome.
Now that was a smallie over 6 pounds. That one ate a Deepex 300 crankbait. Such a fun fish. We had made a huge run to get up there, and that was an actual school of fish. We were just meleeing them back and forth with a crankbait and a Kitech, just having a ball, and then one that was bigger than the rest came out of the woodwork. That one just stood out in my mind as a really fun fish this year.
Yeah, we had a lot of plans for this year, and obviously with Matt's accident, it kind of threw a wrench into everything. One of the fish catches that really sticks out in my mind, I'm gonna stick with a smallmouth, was a trip that I made solo. Matt couldn't go, to Michigan with some buddies. And unfortunately, my buddy Coop, he hurt himself up there and couldn't go out fishing with me, but he let me use his boat. And I got to go on a lake that I wasn't very familiar with, and kind of put the pieces together and ended up sticking a giant smallmouth. I didn't have a scale. Again, I was in Coop's boat. I didn't have any of the stuff. He does have a measuring board built into his skiff, and I want to say it was like,
wasn't it 22 and a half?
It was a big, long, healthy fish, and it ate a swim bait. It ate a Kitech, and go ahead and run that footage for you guys. Big smallmouth. No. No. Boom. Yes. So it's awesome when you fly halfway across the country and put in the techniques that we teach you guys, you know, on a weekly basis. We put those techniques to test in other bodies of water and have them work. It was kind of a bummer deal with the whole situation, but it felt good to travel that far and stick a good one.
I bet it did. It feels good to just show up to a new fishery, no help, no outside help. Because I think a lot of people, when you go cross country and do well, people just assume you got a set of waypoints from somebody or got lined out. And we don't do that. When we travel, we go out of our way to figure these fisheries out. So staying with that same trend of going out there and figuring it out, my second catch, I think, you know, it wasn't even a monster bass. It was a big one.
It's a big one.
But it wasn't a double digit, but it was a big fish. This fish was in Arizona. And the reason why this fish stood out to me was because, again, we were in an area we'd never been. We had never fished in Arizona prior to the day before. We were working our way across Arizona.
Different lake.
And we were on a fishery that guys had told us was fishing super tough. There were big ones in there, but it wasn't known for the big ones. It was known for quality, not giants. Some of the other lakes around it are known for giants. But we got out on this fishery looking for clear water fish in the springtime because we had brutal conditions back home. We had storms coming in, we had muddy water, and we were tired of it. We wanted to go out, yeah, storms, go figure. We wanted to go out and just fish something different, have a good time, and we ended up sticking another big one. Let's go ahead and cut to that one.
Too big. Now we're talking. That's an Arizona bass right there. Left the California snowstorms to come down and get that one.
So that fish is almost 9 pounds. She ate a flippin' jig, and when she ate it, she ate it. That fish was so violent. She came out of the water just thrashing. That was such a fun fish and such a fun fight. I will never forget that one.
Yeah, that whole trip was just a lot of fun. Again, one of the things that I think we pride ourselves in, or at least I do, that I like doing, is going to lakes I've never been to and trying to figure them out. You know, you don't have that localitis. You're thinking outside the box and you're trying to break things down. And a lot of times it works for us because we're not getting help or getting information.
Right, you're doing something completely different.
And there was a couple fish that trip that I thought stood out. You know, that 7. You know, but anyways, those are your fish, not mine. But the last fish that I'm going to talk about is a little curveball. It's going to be a giant catfish.
Yeah, buddy.
Just recently, I was out. You know, Matt and I, we don't get a lot of fun fishing days. It seems like now that we're trying to produce as many videos as we are, a lot of it, we get out on the water and there are motives, right? There's agendas and things we have to film. We have to catch them a certain way. And I was just fun fishing and ended up sticking a giant catfish on 6-pound test on a Nico rig. And the fight lasted, I got it all on camera, the fight lasted over an hour. And I finally got that thing in the boat, and the family came out. We waited on a certified scale, and I'm gonna run that footage for you guys right now.
Holy crap.
We did it. Look at the size of this catfish. So there's some snippets of that fish catch for you. I'll probably do a whole separate video with that whole catch, cast, weight, measure, pictures, photo shoot, all that stuff.
Because that fish is more important than you're letting on. That was a very, very special catfish.
Yeah, if all goes well, it'll be a world record. And it was not intended, it was not targeted, it was a random giant catfish on light line, and it all worked out. Great gear and a lot of fun. But anyways, guys, Christmas Eve, we hope you guys have a special holiday season. You guys have a wonderful Christmas. It's that time of the year where you're hanging out with friends, your family, your loved ones. So make sure you guys take the time to give everybody a hug, tell them you love them, and you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.